Facts inform us. Stories transform us. Have you ever wondered why stories stay with us? Why we use stories, myths, fairy tales? They are much more important in terms of our healing and transformation than mere facts, because we can relate to those from a psychological and subconscious perspective. Even Jesus used the power of story to teach his message all the time. Parables. This is why I believe we love stories. Films, literature, books, because we can identify with the characters and the arc of transformation. If you think about a story, there's always an arc of transformation. The character goes through, all of the characters will have an arc of transformation with obstacles to overcome, the hero's journey, right? The heroine's journey. Jordan Peterson talks about this and infuses it in his psychology in a brilliant way. Stephen Pressfield is also an expert at talking about stories and obviously art. How is it that a book written several hundred years ago can still impact us deeply and hit us right in that emotional core and teach us something and make us feel less alone in our journey? Because the human condition is, some things are unchangeable. They are part of the human condition, of the journey of individuation and coming into consciousness and evolving throughout life. Grief, pain, love, heartbreak, overcoming obstacles. Some things are the same. A human being 500 years ago, yes, lived in a different context, but still very much driven by the same things you and I are driven by to this very day. Stories can not just inspire us, but they can really teach us and inform us of where we are on our own journey and where we're going. And it can also allow us to tap into wisdom that other people have accumulated over their lifetimes. And this is how we evolve, right? By allowing that wisdom to be accessed at an earlier point in our own journey, so we don't necessarily go the same route. We can go an easier route, right? Otherwise, there's no shortcut to anywhere worth going, of course. You've got to go through it. But you don't always have to make the same mistakes as people who've gone before you. The best stories are not about other people. They're about us. They're about what unites us. They're about what brings us together, the unifying thread of the human condition of being a human being on this planet. Isn't this life really about evolving and growing more into who we really are, embodying more truth, embodying more authenticity, becoming wiser? And that is something that you can behold through stories. The right stories will remind us of who we really are. We need reminders as human beings. I know I need reminders. This is why I read scripture every day and different spiritual texts, because I need reminding every single day of who I really am, who I am really capable of being. And I need to be reminded to tap into that over and over and over again so that that solidifies and accumulates. And we can all do that. We are all called to do that. We are all called to be more of who we truly are, because we are all playing small on some level. If you find yourself drawn to a certain type of story, a certain type of narrative, ask yourself, why do I keep returning to these particular stories, these particular narratives? Is there something you haven't absorbed yet? Is there something you're learning that you need to integrate? Is it something that you know, but you haven't lived? Because if you're returning to it, there is a subconscious reason why you're drawn to it. It's something that you're wanting to extract from it, something you want to be reminded of. And once you know what that is, you can embody that. So art, literature, stories can be a huge accompaniment to our inner growth, our evolution, our individuation, our human journey. And it can enhance you if you know how to use them, if you know how to listen, if you know how to read, if you know how to absorb what the story is, the message behind the story, and how it's applicable to you and your life. This is why we need stories. Because if you're not finished living, and you're watching this video so you're not finished, then there's still a story waiting for you. Your story is not complete. And sometimes we need inspiration, imagination, infusion of other stories, other characters, other metaphors to remind us, to bring us back to who we really are and the arc of our own personal journey to who we are becoming. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to not miss out on future videos. I'm Hege, sharing spiritual insight, poetry, music, and lived reflections to help us see more clearly and to live more truthfully together. Till next time.